A behind-the-scenes move that promises to shake up the team dynamics and reignite heated debates among the fan base. As training progresses, a surprising decision was made by the coaching staff, raising doubts and expectations about the immediate future of the team. It is not about a young prospect or a star reinforcement, but a familiar card, a veteran returning to try to secure his spot. Welcome! Show your support for the Saints by reaching 100 likes on today's video. The main character in this news is Shane Lemieux, veteran offensive guard who is back with the New Orleans Saints after a brief stint with the franchise and previous years with the New York Giants. At 28 years old, Lemieux has 5 seasons in the NFL, totaling 25 games, 16 as a starter. His trajectory, marked by ups and downs, carries important context within the Saints' planning for the current season. The franchise's decision to re-sign Lemieux comes at a time when training is advancing and the team is seeking to reinforce offensive depth to face the NFL's rigorous schedule. Although Lemieux does not represent an instant upgrade to the offensive line, his versatility and experience add to a line that may face injuries and wear throughout the season. Last year, Lemieux played in 7 games, starting 4, precisely with the Saints. While his numbers show intermittent use over the seasons, his physical consistency and adaptability were decisive factors for the coaching staff to bet on him again. The speed with which the decision was communicated showed that the team wants safe and reliable options, even if they are not uncontested starters. Historically, the Saints' offensive line has gone through oscillations that directly affected the offense's performance. Strengthening this area with a player who understands the team's philosophy can be strategic to maintain stability during the grueling regular season. Lemieux comes precisely to guarantee this stability, serving as a safety wall in case of emergencies. Lemieux's negotiation is not just a simple signing. It indicates the Saints' positioning ahead of the active roster cut down to 53 players by the end of August. In that fight, veterans with experience and familiarity with the team may have an edge, explaining the quick re-signing. The fans, however, remain skeptical, questioning if he can compete with emerging young talents. Point signings like this usually generate heated debates among fans, especially in the Saints, where pressure for consistent results is constant. Some see it as a pragmatic decision to ensure security and balance, while others perceive a lack of boldness and investment in more promising names. This duality keeps fueling discussions about the team's future in an increasingly competitive division. Compared to previous seasons, the move shows the Saints' quest to keep a robust roster prepared for contingencies. Building trust in the coaching staff with players willing to embrace the challenge and knowing the home ground is an important differential in an NFL where tiny details can make the difference between victory and defeat. Lemieux, with his experience, fits this profile. The immediate future will depend heavily on what Lemieux can demonstrate in training and preseason games. His ability to stay healthy and perform at a high level will be key to defining whether he will have a significant role or remain an occasional bench option. Regardless, his return reinforces a clear movement in the Saints, betting on experience and depth as pillars for what promises to be an intense and challenging season. Speculating about this re-signing goes beyond numbers. It is a matter of understanding the team's culture, the coach's philosophy, and the urgency for lasting results. The Saints, aware of fans' pressure and the NFC South demands, head towards a season where the sum of details and punctual choices will decide their success or failure. In this scenario, Shane Lemieux's return may be an incremental but strategic piece on the Saints' chessboard. The question remains whether he will be the cornerstone the offensive line needs to protect the offense, or just another supporting player competing for a starting spot. The season is long, and time will provide the answers. My opinion is clear. Signing Lemieux shows pragmatism, but also highlights that the Saints will need much more than point reinforcements to truly compete among the NFL elite again. The offensive line is a real concern, and betting on veterans without a quality leap may delay the team's progress. Hoping Lemieux surprises is the least the fans can expect. Now, here's the question for you, Saints fan. Does Shane Lemieux's return represent security or a sign of stagnation in roster development? Leave your comment and let's discuss. And don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to follow all Saints moves and analysis with the trusted perspective you count on.